Excellency, Honorable Dp Gachagwa, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Zakaria Njero, the Public Works, Housing and Urban Development Cabinet Secretary, our PS, Mr. Charles Hinga, the Housing and Urban Development Principal Secretary, and your team, Beatrice Eraso, I hope I said that right, the task team leader, World Bank, and your team as well, Ouma Sila, the regional director, UN Habitat, and your team as well. NLC, the team here. We have the MD as well for the National Housing. Yes, there, thank you very much. All the distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and I also take the opportunity to recognize the Naivasha Municipal Board, which is the host board for this very important, and you're right, you can stand up and wave actually. You've done a good job. Thank you very much, Naivasha Municipal Board. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to first and foremost convey sincere appreciation to the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, for honoring our invitation and officially opening the first edition of the Kenya Urban Forum here in Naivasha Municipality. The presence of the President demonstrated the commitment of the government of the Republic of Kenya to resolving the many challenges facing cities and urban areas in Kenya. The presence here this morning of our esteemed Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya just goes to show how important this agenda is to the government. So I also take the moment to appreciate our partners, including the World Bank, UN Habitat, and the Kenya Institute of Planners, who have contributed immensely to the success of this forum. Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Naivasha Municipality is a beacon of history in the Republic of Kenya. The Constitution of Kenya 2010, which ushered in devolution or devolved systems of government, was brokered here, and the first edition of the Kenya Urban Forum is also being held here. So there's something very special about Naivasha, and specifically about Naivasha Municipality. It indeed deserves a special recognition by the government of Kenya for its contribution to the much needed reforms in the country. Your Excellency, the theme of this conference was "The Future is Urban: Strategic Pathways to Inclusive and Sustainable Urbanization in Kenya." Indeed, urbanization is real and will define the trend of the next phase of socio-economic development, which calls for concerted efforts, because sustainable solutions are urgently needed to enable our countries or our counties govern effectively and serve efficiently. The conference addressed critical issues facing the process of urbanization, including urban governance, urban resilience, urban finance, urban housing, urban infrastructure, and climate change, among others, which are the key to sustainable urbanization. Your Excellency, allow me to mention a few of the key topical issues that urban stakeholders have been able to agree on during this forum. One, the need to harmonize planning legislations, including the Physical and Land Use Planning Act, the Urban Areas and Cities Act, and the County Government Act. Harmonize all those acts. Two, the need to create a National Urban Development Fund, which we are very excited because the President, while opening the forum, was very supportive of that. So I'm sure with your help, we shall be able to carry this ball to the finish line. So for finance to our urban areas, which are the engines of economic growth in our areas. Three, the need to explore and optimize innovative sources of revenue, such as land value capture, which our PS has very well articulated this morning. And by the way, the PS, we are also, as Nakuru County, will be taking our valuation role to the County Assembly here shortly when they're back from recess. So we are working together in this journey because we realize we are not, like you said, if people are paying for what the land looked like in 1980, when it was a grazing field, and now there is a hotel such as this. Not that I'm giving this example, but you know. We need to capture all that so that we can modernize all that as well. So, and 4, the need to strengthen the urban institutions to deliver urban infrastructure and services. Your Excellency, the conference has rejuvenated the urban discourse in the country, which, by the way, I think for the first time, we've really been talking about urbanization when even we talked about housing, the housing agenda. So I think for the first time in the country, this agenda is on the table. So this has included the question of provision of affordable housing, especially in urban areas, which is part of the Kenya Kwanza government's flagship projects. Here in Nakuru County, we are excited to have a few of those having begun and some rolling out in the next financial year, because we too, as Nakuru County, believe that our citizens should be able to live in affordable housing and get decent housing while at it with sanitation. Your commitment, together with His Excellency the President, to delivering this affordable housing to Kenyans is deeply appreciated. I'm sure the professionals in this room are aligned to this bold intervention. I know we have had a few of these professionals challenged, because at the end of the day, they will be really the big beneficiaries of this agenda, but I feel like we are all working in tandem now. On behalf of the people of Naivasha Municipality and Nakuru County at large, I wish to thank you and the government of Kenya and her partners for choosing Nakuru County to host this very, very, very important inaugural important event. And I wish all the delegates safe travel back home to their destinations and welcome you to the World Safari Rally Championship, scheduled for the coming weekend here in Naivasha Municipality. So there's always something great going on in Vasha.